he says, an attempt to finish off the Aam Aadmi Party. It's a first. It's never quite happened before. So it's going to be a model case of sorts where jurisprudence is concerned. But what comes off the Aam Aadmi Party? Because if prosecuted under the PMLA, this could be the death knell where the political outfit of the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. Nobody can take the national party status away, but all accounts of the Aam Aadmi Party would be frozen. The structure, legal structure of the Aam Aadmi Party or the legal status of the Aam Aadmi Party will come into question. So this is huge and this is a first. Like I said, it is something which the Aam Aadmi Party realizes as a huge, huge setback. But is there proof? Well, till now, at least what the party has said, that there is absolutely no proof. Arvind Kejriwal also echoed that to the High Court. I want to connect right now to my colleague Shreya Chatterjee, who's joining us with the very latest details coming in. Shreya, first time a political party has been made an accused. This, no matter what the Aam Aadmi Party says, will be a huge setback because charged under PMLA could mean a lot in terms of freezing of assets of the Aam Aadmi Party, and if prosecuted, a possible death knell where the legal status of the party comes into question.
Well, absolutely, Preeti. This is for the first time in the supplementary charge sheet that's been filed by the Enforcement Directorate. Arvind Kejriwal has now been named as accused number 37, and Aam Aadmi Party has been mentioned as accused number 38. Now, prima facie, what the Enforcement Directorate has given as proof for the role of Arvind Kejriwal and Aam Aadmi Party, they suggest that 45 crores from the 100 crore kickback was routed through Hawala to the Goa elections. And they've also named this one person, Vinod Chauhan, who routed 25 crore of that part amount, and allegedly he has a very close link with Arvind Kejriwal. That the Enforcement Directorate has established through screenshots of chats between Arvind Kejriwal and Vinod Chauhan, where it suggests that they are close because Vinod Chauhan allegedly also was involved in the postings of Delhi Jal Board, and regular condolence messages were also being exchanged between the two. Apart from that, what has been established is that there were screenshots of Hawala notes that have been recovered from Vinod Chauhan's phone, and that note numbers match the ITC's data of the amount that was routed to Hawala operators from Delhi to Goa. So this is the piece of evidence that the Enforcement Directorate has mentioned in the charge sheet, directly linking Arvind Kejriwal's role in the entire kickback received in the liquor policy scam. However, in the statements that has been mentioned, Arvind Kejriwal continues to suggest he has no role to play. On being asked about whether he was aware of the role of Goa funding, he said that this is the role of the state in charge, who is Durgesh Pathak. About Vijay Nair, he suggested Vijay Nair reported to Atishi and Saurabh Bharadwaj. And when asked by the Enforcement Directorate that Vijay Nair works in the CM office scam, allegedly Arvind Kejriwal suggested he's not aware of who works in the CM office scam. So this is what has come out of the charge sheet. Cognizance of the same has been taken by the court yesterday. On 12th July, for the first time, Preeti, like you rightly mentioned, Aam Aadmi Party has also been summoned in this particular case.
You know, Shreya, I'm going to ask you one quick question before I let you go, because this is the first, like you also pointed out, where jurisprudence comes into question. What now? Because the Aam Aadmi Party now is an accused under PMLA. What happens now? Will the assets of Aam Aadmi Party possibly be frozen until and unless a verdict or a trial begins? Or, you know, what? Because there is no precedence to this case.
Well, you know, this is for the first time it's happening. However, we need to understand that this is happening under sections of 70 of PMLA, where a company or an entity can also be brought into the role of investigation. And that's exactly what has been obstructed. And we will definitely be seeing that in the process of, as the case goes on, as trial begins, there is a possibility, and in all likelihood, the properties and also the bank accounts of Aam Aadmi Party could be attached in this particular case. And this is something that we'll get some more clarity on. Whether this process will be delayed before the trial, or ED can go ahead and do it better before that. Because remember, this is also a part of generating or recovering the proceeds of the crime. And that's precisely why it is only on the cards and imperative that after Aam Aadmi Party being named as an accused, their bank accounts, their property details in all likelihood will also be seized by the Enforcement Directorate.
Well, this would be the death knell where the Aam Aadmi Party is concerned. Mind you, viewers, this is not a big political outfit. Appreciate you joining us, Shreya. We're going to come back to Shreya for more updates. But when I say it's a party which very recently in the elections of Gujarat got the national party status, that can't be taken away. But, and that's a huge, huge setback for the Aam Aadmi Party. If assets of the Aam Aadmi Party are frozen, if the legal status of the party comes into question, then it's going to be very, very tough for the Aam Aadmi Party to move on from this. Let's cut across to our political panel this evening. Ashutosh, author, political analyst, RP Singh, national spokesperson, Bharatiya Janata Party. He'd be joining us shortly. Akshay Marathe, national spokesperson, Aam Aadmi Party. Akshay Marathe, this is a huge setback. You can say this is an attempt to finish the Aam Aadmi Party, but to read it for what it is, it might be a test in jurisprudence, but you have to admit, if your assets are attached tomorrow in the ongoing investigation, what does it really mean for you?
Preeti, first of all, let me at the outset state that the Aam Aadmi Party has stopped taking the Enforcement Directorate seriously as a serious investigative authority. And let me tell you on the record, there are at least 60 to 70% of the people of India who do not believe in the Bharatiya Janata Party's ideology of destroying its political opposition, who also share the same view as the Aam Aadmi Party, that the Enforcement Directorate is a fraudulent investigative authority that's only purpose is to go after the opposition parties and destroy them. So there is no credibility that the Enforcement Directorate has today. So if it is saying that the Aam Aadmi Party is an accused, nobody but the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to believe it. Okay, let's settle that once and for all. Now, coming to the actual impact of what the Enforcement Directorate has done. Look, Aam Aadmi Party and Arvind Kejriwal has already got bail from the trial court in the PMLA. Let's not forget that. Para 24 and 26 of the PMLA court's order on Arvind Kejriwal's bail makes it very clear that there has been no link found with Mr. Arvind Kejriwal and this alleged fake scam that the Enforcement Directorate is trying to pin on the Aam Aadmi Party. Unfortunately, our justice system works in a way where even if the order had not yet come out, the ED ran to the High Court and got a stay against that bail. And now that bail order is under stay in the higher judiciary, but as that stay order is being adjudicated, it has come out with another charge sheet so that exactly what we're doing right now can happen. A media trial can take place where this fake ED's fake charge sheet can be discussed as if it is a serious allegation.
No, the fact is, okay, Akshay Marathe, you continue to say that the Aam Aadmi Party, I've heard you, sir, allow me a rebuttal and I want to bring Ashutosh in as well. You continue to say that the Aam Aadmi Party doesn't take the Enforcement Directorate seriously. The fact is, Akshay Marathe, whether you take the outfit seriously or the investigating agencies seriously or not, 3 of your top leaders today are in jail because of the Enforcement Directorate. And tomorrow, if your party's name, which is now been mentioned, and the properties of the party or the assets of the party are attached, you know what it means. You can continue to say we don't take it seriously, but the impact of that could not just be damaging, but devastating.
Preeti, with all seriousness, let me say that the Enforcement Directorate works under a PMLA Act, which has been challenged. Its constitutionality has been challenged in the Supreme Court. Let's wait for the Supreme Court to decide whether the provisions under which our leaders have been put in jail are actually, suitable for a democracy like India, or are they suitable for dictatorships? Now, in the freedom movement, you will say Nehruji was arrested, Gandhiji was arrested.
Will it be this particular case which will push
the
debate on PMLA once again, which is in court? Okay, go ahead, make your point.
Going to jail today in India is a badge of honor. Unfortunately, the BJP has reduced this justice system to such a level that going to jail has become a badge of honor. If you're going to jail, it means you're doing something right. You are standing up to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
Okay, Akshay Marathe, let's not get ahead of ourselves. You're not. It's just not the Aam Aadmi Party going to jail. There are millions of cases, lakhs of cases, which are tried where murder, rape, and they are going to jail. So let's not use the term very loosely.
I'm obviously talking about political cases. Okay. I'm not talking in general about
political cases in this country. Ashutosh, before I bring in RP Singh into the conversation, how damaging do you see this for the Aam Aadmi Party, already battling with their backs towards the wall, 3 of the top leaders in jail?
Preeti, certainly it's a very, very serious matter, and the Aam Aadmi Party has to take it very seriously. Whether the leadership believes it's a it's not a ED is not a serious organization. That's a different thing altogether. But they have to take it very seriously. Let's not forget it. The Manish Sisodia is in jail for the last almost 1.5 years, and Arvind Kejriwal is also completing almost three to four months. Sanjay Singh was in jail for 6 months. So one has to take it seriously. I can understand that the draconian ED has become draconian. It has been used as a tool to finish off the other political parties. But the fact of the matter is, as long as they are operating and operating within the four walls of the constitution, one has to take it seriously. See, here there is something which has to be talked about, that has to be debated by the jurist. What is the status of a political party? And if political party has been made an accused, as an organization, it has been made as an accused. Then suppose, just I'm not jumping to any conclusion, but suppose Aam Aadmi Party is being convicted, and if it is convicted, then who's going to suffer? Whether the office bearers, then how will you define the office bearer? The party national convener, party national secretary, party treasurer, or because organization is not only by is only these four gentlemen are the women, but also it has a grassroots organization. So I think this is a it's a dangerous territory in the sense because our ED and the court has to first define what is this organization is all about, and who are the people who is going to suffer. Whether the Goa unit is going to suffer, whether the people in charge of the Goa unit is going to suffer, whether the MLA elected there is going to suffer, are all the candidates who contested election in Goa, are they going to suffer? So it's a very dangerous situation we are in, because first time this is happening, and that's why I read a serious question mark whether this is an attempt on behalf of the Enforcement Directorate order and dictated by the top political bosses to finish off Aam Aadmi Party as a political party. It is that serious, and it is that dangerous.
Well, that is what the Aam Aadmi Party alleges, that this is apparently the final act which was to attach the Aam Aadmi Party's name. And this is the first. RP Singh, to bring you into this conversation, you know, ultimately it will come down to proof, but the PMLA as a law is so draconian that the process can be punishing. And that could really break the back of the Aam Aadmi Party. Therefore, the Aam Aadmi Party says that this is all an attempt to finish the party off.
Well, it was a court which initiated this, that action should be taken against the Aam Aadmi Party. And when court said that if there are evidence and there are records, or ED is trying to put evidence on record, then why not pursue the matter against Aam Aadmi Party? So ED is pursuing as per the court's observation. One. Secondly, you start blaming PMLA, you start blaming the act, but under the same act, when someone gets bail, it's hailed that there's a bail provision under it. Subosharan got a bail, Mr. Sanjay Singh got a bail, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal got a relief to contest election. But then it's all okay.
He also got bail from the lower court.
Yeah, but no. But the same now the higher court has stated, and then also the matter is back to the lower court. So just wait for the time. Let the court hearing happen. And I'm with Akshay Marathe that let the Supreme Court also, let them go to Supreme Court also. And if they have all that evidence, or if they have all that material to say, that we didn't commit this crime, then they can get the case quashed. See, actually, this is a white-collar crime. And white-collar crimes take a lot of time for any agency, for any probing agency to get to the base of the crime. And it's taking that time. And also, the person who is the kingpin is a former IRS officer. He knows how to play with the rules. He knows how to ensure that they are not caught by the agencies under any rule. So he's smart enough. So agencies are taking their time. And also, I'll give you one evidence that will prove my point. I'm not getting what ED has presented. I'll go by what is there on record right now. Rajinder Singh Solanki, one of the contestants from Bardoloi in Gujarat, was caught with red-handed with 20 lakh rupees cash. He said, "This is not my money. There's a guy who's my driver. He's an Angdi. Angdi is a hawala person. So he's a person who transfers money, and there's a case already going on. It's something of that sort which has happened. In that case, a person was caught red-handed. Here, ED has to prove the complete money trail.
The point is that, RP Singh, that they haven't been able to prove, especially where a money trail comes into question. There were talks of 100 crore money trail. That was never proven. Even the 48 crore money trail, that is not proven. So till now, there is no proof. Therefore, the law is so stringent that the process is punishing. And therefore, this could not just be damaging, but devastating for the Aam Aadmi Party. But the charge in that, the fine print, Akshay Marathe.
Can I make you raise a question to me?
Yes.
Preeti, the way is that you can exchange the seat between you and Kaveri Baweja, the honorable judge, who has to decide on it. I mean, the matter is still sub judice. And then, give me a second, matter is still sub judice. And also that there are evidence on record, statement under 164 of the CRPC, which categorically people have stated, yes, we took money, the money exchange hand, then we named Charanpreet Singh, whose name is emerging, is coming again and again, Vinod Chauhan, whose name is there, and also the Southern Lobby, which has admitted, yes, we paid the money. So people who paid the money are committing it, people who transfer the money are committing it, people to whom the money has gone has filed their affidavit now. All this is still subject, I mean, it's matter of trial, but these are evidence on record.
Okay, all right. Akshay Marathe, do you want to respond? Because if you look at the supplementary charge sheet, the 8th that the ED has filed, naming the Aam Aadmi Party as an accused, it is damaging because it's accusing your political outfit of funneling money to fund the Goa elections.
Preeti, 2 quick points. Number 1, today, 2 members of the Aam Aadmi Party joined the BJP. One is a former minister, another is a current sitting MLA. Both of them have ED and IT cases against them. And now that they have joined the Bharatiya Janata Party, let's see what happens to their IT and ED cases. And this is what is happening in our country today. That is why I'm saying that the credibility of these agencies has been reduced to minus, not even zero. In front of our eyes, these people are accepting corrupt leaders from all parties.
The former
cases are being
minister of the Delhi cabinet and an MLA today, sir.
No. He left you. He left you for some other reason. And he joined BSP. If you're talking about Rajkumar Anand.
Very good. We are all fools. We don't understand what you are doing with ED and CBI. Let's pretend that you are the saints who are taking Ajit Pawar, Hemant
people
Sarma,
within your
and
party
all the corrupt leaders
goes
of
and
the
join
country,
BSP, you have a problem with that.
Whitewashing them in the washing machine. I did not disturb you, Mr. RP Singh. Please
go ahead. Please allow me.
Now let me make my second.
Sir, Rajkumar Anand has joined the BJP today.
No, today, but he's
joined the BJP, not the BSP.
No, give me a second.
Yes, but I'm just correcting you on that.
He contested election on behalf of BSP.
But sir, he's joined the BJP
today.
Today, that's all I'm saying.
But he joined. He joined BSP and he contested election on behalf of BSP.
Does he have an ED case or not?
Aam Aadmi Party.
1 second, I just want to bring in Ashutosh.
Does he have an ED case or not? Does he have an ED case or not?
Okay, fair point. Okay, 1 second. I want to bring in Ashutosh into this conversation. Ashutosh, Delhi is just a little over 6 months away from elections. It's an election that could be make or break for the Aam Aadmi Party. The cases like we've seen under PMLA are pulling through. How damaging do you see this, especially in the wake of an election year?
Preeti, I agree up to a certain point what the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson is saying, that ED has today, in the eyes of the public, has no credibility. In fact, it's zero credibility. So anybody who is arrested under ED or under CBI, it's not going to make any difference in that sense, because people have already understood and people knows this. The fact of the matter is that the elections will be held, contested and fought on the basis of the last 10 years, which the Aam Aadmi Party has governed in Delhi. Whether the Aam Aadmi Party leaders Arvind Kejriwal's arrest is going to generate any sympathy for the party, that is going to be tested. It did not attract any sympathy during the parliamentary elections, and Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress together, they lost all 7 seats. And in fact, in 2014, 2019, 2024, it so happens that Aam Aadmi Party had never been able to win even a single seat. So the assembly elections will be the real test. Whether there is a sympathy.
But looking at it from the prism, and I follow that question up with you, it's not just about whether or not the people will buy that the taint sticks. But if the party is named, then the party is going to be financially strapped. Most of its assets could be frozen in the course of investigation. How are they going to even fight this election?
You know what happened with the Congress party? The Congress party account was frozen. But what happened? Could the BJP stop Congress party getting 99 seats? No, it could not. So money does matter, resources does matter, but beyond a point, it is the people's perception how the BJP has conducted itself in the last 5 years and how Aam Aadmi Party has conducted in the last 5 years. Whether the Aam Aadmi Party, whether the Aam Aadmi Party is still relevant and can govern Delhi, if the people think they can, then obviously they are going to be the winner. But if the people think that something has gone wrong in the last 10 years and they think that the BJP is alternative, then BJP will get a chance. My understanding is that this time the Aam Aadmi Party will have a serious problem because 10 years is a pretty long time, and the anti-incumbency does set in. And at a time when their top leader Arvind Kejriwal is in jail, and there are serious charges of corruption against him, not only in the excise scam but also in the Sheesh Mahal. So these are the things which will matter and which will be the deciding factor in the coming elections.
Well, I mean, it would be interesting as well because the Congress sees itself completely rejuvenated. But RP Singh, to get you in, the main reason is what politically is being speculated, that it's an election year. You want to completely discredit, demoralize, destroy the political outfit to move in for the kill where Delhi is concerned, because it hasn't happened over the last 10 years.
Well, all this started 2.5 years back. It's not that's happening now. Mr. Kejriwal is smart enough that he allowed this to linger on. He didn't appear in front of the ED. So it's up to them whether they want to cooperate or not to cooperate. And again, is anyone above the judiciary? Everyone has a right to go to judicial process, for a judicial process. They can go to Supreme Court. They have already gone to Supreme Court. They can go to High Court. They can apply for the lower court, and they can have the cases quashed. But the court is not even giving bail to Mr. Sisodia. What to do? Court is not giving bail to Mr. Satinder Jain. What to do? Court is not granting bail to Mr. Kejriwal now, after hearing the complete procedure of the ED or all the documents which ED has presented, all the evidence ED has presented. So let them go to court. Why bring politics into it? When you were committing crime, that time no one thought that, oh, we should not do it because it will ultimately affect us. That time it was money. That time it was election. That time it was winning elections in Goa or Punjab or Uttarakhand or other states. That time it was tweaking the policy as per the benefit of the people who are going to run the game in the city, or liquor game in the city. So now, since it is falling on them, they can blame anyone. They can say it's politics, it's PMLA, it's not at times it's courts. So they can do that, keep doing it.
Okay, Akshay Marathi, yes, come in.
Preeti, look, I see a lot of this debate going into what will happen to the future of Aam Aadmi Party. Look, Aam Aadmi Party's obituary has been written several times in the last 10 years. We rise like phoenixes every time somebody tries to destroy us, and the same thing is going to happen again because Arvind Kejriwal has a credibility, even globally, I want to say he has a credibility of showing how public education, public healthcare can be improved when the government decides honestly to invest in those things. So Aam Aadmi Party as an idea cannot die anymore. The people have bought into this idea that we want an honest party that focuses on issues that matter to us. That's why the BJP is going after us. But let's set that aside for a second. What is the global message about India's government that is going out today?
Okay.
If you are corrupt, you can pay the BJP electoral bonds and get out of corruption scandals. If you are a corrupt politician, you can join the BJP and get out of corruption scandals. But if you are an honest person in India, trying to do an honest business, trying to run an honest political
party, RP Singh, you wanted to answer 10 seconds, sir. I need to close.
Well, they went to the court for the electoral bond objective also, and court turned down their appeal. And also on this health and education, we all know what did the Chief Justice of City said about the health, about the education part.
Ashutosh, you wanted to come in, one quick word.
As for health, is crumbling.
Of all the crises that the Aam Aadmi Party has seen, this has to be the worst. Go ahead.
See, Preeti, I think the Aam Aadmi Party's this statement doesn't work because in Delhi, the people have voted for Narendra Modi and the BJP in parliamentary elections, knowing fully well electoral bond story.
Political point, sir. I was trying to make a global credibility point that this government has become a government that supports and protects
I'm running out of time. I'm going to close the show. I'm going to close the show, but it's going to be something that we're going to be debating in days to come. The Aam Aadmi Party, it's a first, viewers. for any political party to be named as accused under PMLA by the Enforcement Directorate. It's going to be a first where jurisprudence is concerned as well. What comes of the Aam Aadmi Party, especially where its assets are concerned, where its legal status are concerned, we don't really know. But we're going to keep a keen eye. A quick break. Stay with us. From the other side, Rahul Kawal takes over.
Make your media plan smarter with India Today Live TV on your connected devices. Amplify your brand with 100 million smart internet viewers. To advertise, mail us at sales@aajtak.com.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 38 and minimum 29 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 29 and minimum 24 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 35 and minimum 28 degrees. Bangalore, maximum 28 and minimum 21 degrees. Chennai, maximum 35 and minimum 28 degrees. Hyderabad, maximum 30 and minimum 23 degrees.
Presented by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group, Growing Legacies.
Co-presented by एक हिंट तो देते, हिंट बड़े आराम से. Co-powered by PolicyBazaar.com, हर फैमिली होगी इंश्योर्ड. Co-powered by Dish TV Smart, नए इंडिया का स्मार्ट कनेक्शन.
Is Bhole Baba receiving political patronage because of his caste, because of the number of his supporters, and because